Hello and welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian and this is episode number 8 of the Jim Beam wheat scent bottles. These are truly unsearched wheat scents from a bar in Joplin, Missouri. I have more information about their history in the video description. As I roll these coins up, I place them upside down so I couldn't see the dates. That way they'll be a surprise for me as they're a surprise for you. I'm going to hunt each roll live on camera and then scope them for varieties with a recap afterwards. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. And now let's get started. Roll number 1, it's time to play. All right, the first 50 coins. First coin is a 52D, 53D, 44D, 40 Philadelphia, 55D, 58D, 46D, 54D, 44P, another 44P. That one I can't see very well. The 1916D. That's a good find. 45 Philadelphia. 57D, 58D, 45 Philly, 57 Denver, 56, looks like a Denver as well, 52D, 57D, 51D, 56D, 44 Philly, 58D, 57D, 52D, 1950 Philadelphia, 52D, 51D, 45 Philly, 51D, 56D, 41 Philly, 45 Philly, 51D, 57D, 41 Philly, 57D, 58D, 46 Philly, 57D, 56D, 53 Philly, 48D, 41 Philly, 52D, 56D, 44 Philly, 51D, 58D, and the last coin is a 56D. All right, now it's time to scope. All right, the first roll is done, and it gave us some great finds. Check this out. Here we have a 1944 Philadelphia. Look at the Liberty over here. Notice how it's weak on the L and I. Watch what happens. You'll see why it's weak. Folks, here we have a coin that was struck on a defective planchet. There's a lamination error on this side on their planchet, but it was still struck on it. As you can see, the metal flow inside the lamination error area, and the details are all still pretty sharp inside there, but it caused some weakness over here on this side because of the lack of metal on this side. This, folks, is a great find. Up close, you can still see a defined rim and sharp details here on the wheat stalk. And on top of that, we had a couple of repunched mint marks. Let's go back to the scope. This first example is pretty tough to see, so I'm holding it at an angle. If you look closely, you'll see splitting here the top left and bottom left corners of the mint mark. This next example is a bit easier to see. Again, you'll see splitting here the top left and bottom left corners of the mint mark. Well, we're off to a good start. Let's see what roll number 2 has in store for us. Okay, let's see what happens. First coin, a 44D. 48 Philly. 57D. 52D. 53S. First S so far. 45D. 47D. 57D. 54D. 53D. 55D. 42D. 57D. 52D. 58D. 50D. 53D. 49D. 45 Philly. 55D. 45D. 44 Philly. 50P. 57D. 46D. A trashed 1920 Philadelphia. 44 Philly. 47D. 51D. 44D. 51D. 55D. 58D. 42D. 50D. 55D. 56D. 48 Philly. 1925 Philadelphia. A little better. 46D. 53D. 57D. 1942 Philadelphia. 1953D. Another 53D. 44D. 53D. 58D. 55D. Last coin, a 41 Philly. All right. Now it's time to scope. All right, the second roll has been scoped, and it gave us a cool die chip error. Let's take a closer look. This 1957D has a die chip here between the letters B and E in Liberty. This has been nicknamed a BIE die chip error because the die chip often resembles the letter I. These do have some collectability, so I pulled it out. And now roll number 3. Okay, here we go. First coin, 52D, 42D, 58D, 51D, 58D, 48 Philly, 45 Philly, 57D, 46 Philly, 56D, 52D, 49 Philly, 52D, 47D, 53D, 48 Philadelphia, 57D, 57D again, 53D, 52D, 51D, 57D. Really pretty wood grain, 36 Philadelphia. That's got some nice color to it. That's a good find right there. 58D. 53 Philly. Now for the second half. 51D. 51D again. 58D. 56D. 44D. 42 Philadelphia. 1950D. 57D. 53D. 46D. 52D. 53D. 53D. 57D. 52D. 1950D. 1955D. 51D. 56D. 55D. 57D. 56D. 56D again. 56D yet again. And the last one, 1950D. Time to scope again. Well, roll number 3 had no varieties. Let's skip ahead to roll number 4. All right, let's see what we get. First coin's a 45 Philly. 56D. 49D. 48. That's an S. 44D. 46D. 41 Philly. 53D. 50D. 1956D. 51D. 1946 Philly. 41 Philly. 55 Philly. 58D. 42D. 45D. 49D. 51D. 57D. 47D. 46 Philly. 41D. 58D. 55D. 56D. 58D. 52D. 55D. 48 Philadelphia. 53 Philly. That's a 44 Philadelphia. 51 Philly. 1950D. 41 Philly. 52D. 48 Philly. 57D. 58D, 46 Philadelphia, 46D, 41 Philly, 53D, 58D, 55D, 44D, 52D, 58D, 46 Philadelphia, and the last one, 44 Philadelphia. All right, now back to the scope. Well, the fourth roll was also a bust. Let's hope roll number 5 can make up for it. Okay, let's see what happens. First coin's a 47D. Next up's a 47 Philly. 44P. 45P. We have a 46S. 48D. 54D. 56D. 58D. 54D. 58D. 45 Philadelphia. 44D. 46D. 52D. 58D. 46 Philadelphia. 56D. 51D. 53D. 57D. 53D. 48D. 52D. 56D. 57D. 46D. 54D. 57D. 50D. 53D. 51D. 44P. 44D. 52D. 45P. 50D. 57D. 44D. 56 Philadelphia. 58D. 42P. 45P. 57D. 55D. 1950P. 1958D. 52D. 44P. And the last coin is a 52D. All right. Let's go back to the scope and see what happens. Okay, the fifth roll gave us one last repunched mint mark, and this one's tough to see. Let's check it out. Now, if you look up close, you'll see splitting here at the top left and bottom left corners of the mint mark. As I said, it's pretty tough to see. All right, now let's do a recap of the hunt. Well, 5 rolls later, and I'm happy. We had 9 finds in total, including 1 find from the teens, a 1916D. We had 2 finds from the 20s, a trashed 1920 Philadelphia, in a 1925 Philadelphia. We also had one find from the 30s, a 1936 Philadelphia with a nice wood grain pattern. And if you're curious, this is caused by an improper alloy mixture on the planchet sheet. It often looks pretty cool. And to top it off, we had 3 repunched mint marks from the 1950s, a 1957 D with a BIE die chip error, and the find of the hunt, a 1944 Philadelphia struck on a defective planchet. That made the hunt by itself. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it made you want to go out and buy a wheat sand hoard, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of the finds in this video, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories can only be found on the flip side. I'll see y'all next time.